G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and once more I'm back on these shock tower aprons. So look, sometimes you've got to admit when you did wrong, when you stuffed up, when you screwed it, you know. So I feel that after I made that shock tower apron with all the studs and everything in it, it just didn't work right with the car. And I sort of asked everyone to make comments on it, and thanks guys for all the comments. There were a heap of comments. There were comments either way, some liked the studs, some didn't, but look, I've got to say the unanimous opinion was that it would be better if it was smooth in keeping with the rest of the car, because I am going for a smooth custom look. And so that's what I've decided to do. I've decided to go back to the idea of making it smooth, where this is all just going to be molded into the frame, into this arch, and have this bottom piece as removable. So that's what we're doing this week. We're going to go ahead and finish off the passenger side, and I think it's going to look a lot better. So stick around. I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so now that we got this off and everything's cleaned up and kind of ready to go, I think what I'll do is I'll use this thing here. It's what's this called, a protractor or something, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to go ahead and scribe myself a little bit of a line, and I think just by putting that on there, you can't even really see that. It's going to be interesting. So I'll just go back over that with the texture and maybe put a few dots here and there. And the reason I didn't just, you know, put a straight line across there is, I don't know, just thought it'd be a bit more interesting if I put a wiggly one. So, and I'm not going to be able to cut that with a grinder. I'll have to cut that with a panel saw, so I'm going to have to be fairly accurate. And then on the ends, yeah, we've got to make a little sort of a circle type thingy. So what are we going to do with that? Oh yeah, that's right. Use this thing here, and yeah, we should be good to go. Breaking slowly for a while. Breaking is easy. Take your time. Don't let you stay on the line. Make it right. I'll be lonely for a while, but believe me, I'll be fine. Happens all in good time. Happens all in good time. Oh, you win some, you lose some, fall down, you get up, no matter what you do. Alright, so now I've got this all marked out. I'll go ahead and grab my panel saw and we'll start chopping her up. So, alright, here we go. All in good time. Breaking slowly for a while. Breaking is easy. Take your time. Don't let you stay on the line. Why don't we just lay it on the line? I'll be lonely for a while, but believe me, I'll be fine. Happens all in good time. It happens all in good time. Breaking slowly for a while. Breaking is easy. Take your time. Don't let you stay on the line. Lay it on the line. I'll be lonely for a while, but believe me, I'll be fine. Happens all in good time. It happens all in good time. So now that I've got this all carved up nicely, I'm going to have to make a way for them to join. So what I'm going to do is run this little piece of steel 15mm wide along the top, up and around and back down, and then squish it around the corner there. And I'll probably maybe join the two of them together, because there'll be a top one and a bottom one. So I'll get the top one done first, and then get this part tacked to the second piece that's going on, which will be bolted to it. Alright, so all sanded up, plenished, looking nice, looking pretty, and as you can see, just temporarily clamped, got some Clecos in it, and this is looking fairly good. I mean, it's not perfect, everything needs a little bit of body work, but it's pretty damn close. And so what I'm looking at now is just basically not so much here, I've got it sort of fairly lined up where I want it now in this area, but I was just looking from around the back, and you know, it's not 100%, but I'm going to fully weld this in, and I'm not going to have it lapped up the sides. I'm actually just going to weld directly to the RHS, sort of down that fold, down that corner. So I'll probably put the grinder through it and sort of bring it off and taper it off here, and then I'll leave all of this part in. So I'll plug weld through here and then seam weld right around the outside, and then plenish it all. So this is definitely helping me achieve what I wanted to achieve, which was simply just be able to get the control arm on and off, and I'll be able to do that just by removing 5 bolts in the back of this. So all good. Well guys, I think I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. I've got the smooth look, got a small section at the bottom which unbolts to get the control arm on and off, and yeah, no, pretty happy with that. So you know, I've sort of smoothed it all out as much as I can, and she's going to need a little bit of filler down each side, but nothing dramatic. And that panel, the center section, is it's not distorted or anything, so it's turned out really good. That's the advantage of using 1.2mm instead of the smaller stuff. It just you can just work with it easier. It's just more tolerant of heat and everything else. It will warp, of course, but when you've got beads and stuff rolled into it, and you've got folds and bends and everything, it tends to give it more rigidity. So as long as you're not out in the middle of a wide open piece, you're pretty right. So where I was, you know, welding these edges and that, I didn't sort of have to worry about, you know, doing one spot and then cooling it off. I've just pretty much, just as you saw, just did like a continuous run of tacks. So yeah, happy days. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed, even if it was just watching me fix my stuff ups. But again, look, please like, share and subscribe the videos, and thanks a lot for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.